Welcome to a special edition of Hi exclusive right here on Hi TV. Today we are speaking to one of our long-standing partners who have been with us for a long time. That's of course Glow Collagen, and the man behind it, Praveen, has been very kind to support us throughout talk shows, Date with Danu, and many other ventures that he has gone into. Now, collagen is a very saturated market, a market that is overflowing now because everyone has gone through this whole ideology of great skin, sometimes fairness, and guiding people through the wrong way. So let's speak about this saturated market called collagen. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Danu. It's been a great pleasure.
And you have been working on this for a long time, way before it became a trend to speak about collagen. You brought it into people's mindset.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about this negative path that Sri Lanka is moving towards? Because everyone is bringing out something saying it's good for you. And how do people choose what's right?
I know. So let's start with the positives. I think, like you rightly said, Glow Collagen has been the pioneer in the collagen market. In fact, we've been the torch bearers of the collagen industry. I mean, Glow Collagen was launched 10 years ago. And ever since, I think we've been propagating this concept of collagen as well as anti-aging. And I think what Glow Collagen has actually done is, I think we have gone into a lot of studies on this brand, and there's a lot of science behind it. And if you look at Glow Collagen, for example, it contains 2,500 milligrams of bioactive hydrolyzed collagen peptides. And what is in Glow Collagen is something called Verisol, which is a registered trademark of Gerita, Germany. And all the clinical trials have been done on this particular brand, the Verisol one. So to summarize a few of these studies that I want to tell you, like one study, for example, said that it's a monocentric, double-blind, placebo-controlled study which said that the eye wrinkle volume improved actually by 50% in 8 weeks' time among 45 to 65-year-olds. And it also proved the fact, it also showed how it worked by improving the dermal collagen synthesis and the elastin matrix synthesis. So another study also said, for example, that how collagen can improve the elasticity and proportionately the hydration or the moisture of the skin by 15 to 28% in 4 to 8 weeks' time. Again, by reducing the evaporation of moisture or water from the outer layers of the skin. Another study from the Collagen Research Institute, Kiel, Germany, said how collagen can improve the hair proliferation rate or the growth rate by 31% in a time span of 16 weeks' time. And of course, a lot of studies in Japan and France have also proved how it works for people with normal to dry skin. And then I think the research of the Birmingham and UK actually just concluded by saying collagen is the most important weapon one can use to fight the everyday signs of aging. So we looked at all these factors, and that's how we actually found that, okay, collagen is really, really important for people. And in a country like Sri Lanka, where which has one of the fastest growing aging populations in the world, it'll make a huge difference in improving the wrinkles and eye volumes and hydration and overcoming dry skin and improving the skin, hair, and nails, etc. But yes, I mean, over the 10 years, I think the market has expanded, and we've played a very critical part in expanding the market and bringing about the science, like I just described to the people. We put this entire studies and published. These are all published clinical trials in reputed international journals. We brought this forward to the consumers to understand, to evaluate, and then reach and arrive at a well-informed decision, right? Whether they require collagen in their fight against aging or not. But then, like you said, over a period of time, normally the market has Me Too competitors coming in, and generally they try to snatch a share from the innovator. So, and in the battle to win a market share, or a pie of the market, people resort sometimes to undocumented, unjustified claims
And
overpromise. So either they resort to, there are, of course, you can see in the market a lot of claims about, whitening and weight loss, and somebody's calling it plant-based collagen. Plants don't have collagen, by the way, right? And some have some irrational combinations coming in, right? So which is not justified in the sense it's not documented, neither is it published.
Yeah.
So
these
this
are
is
just
where there is a
hearsay.
word of caution for consumers. Sometimes you can get hoodwinked, and sometimes people resort to cheap pricing. So when you say cheap pricing, people can in a way cut corners. They could be, substandard ingredients in it or substandard processes or something like that.
Yeah.
And also people resort to giving bonuses and stuff and extra discounts to retailers, so they in turn can substitute and push the product. So ultimately what happens is the consumer is going to suffer, because either they can probably buy the wrong product with the wrong promise, and sometimes they can actually do more harm than good. So I guess my advice would be probably just to look at a company, look at the background of the company, and choose a product which is science-based.
And also has been on the shelves for a long time.
Yeah,
which
time
makes
and
it
trusted, yes.
which is more effective. I have to ask one question before we get into our break. Do you have collagen every day?
Well, I think I have collagen in the sense, like, since we target a lot of women. So
but men can take collagen,
Men
right?
can take it. So I do take it. Yes. Because
I was trying to see
essential.
your eye wrinkles. You don't have any.
So yes. So I also sleep well. I have nothing to hide, and I'm pretty transparent that way. So I get a good night's sleep.
So there you go. Little tip, it's not only for the ladies. Even gents can have it. We're getting into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Welcome back to the show, in conversation with Praveen, and this is an exclusive edition to our Hi segment where we speak about the collagen usage in Sri Lanka. I wanted to ask you, Glow has been around for some time with very different types of variants. But why introduce collagen? What was the reason 10 years ago when you brought it to the market?
Well, yeah, I think that's an interesting question. We studied the importance of collagen in one's life. And then we realized that collagen is the most abundant substance in the human body after water. And collagen, in fact, is the most abundant protein in the human body. It's part of the skin, hair, and nails. It's part of the blood vessels. It's part of your muscles. It's part of the ligaments and tendons. It's part of your intestine. And of course, the second most abundant substance in your bones after calcium is collagen. So then we realized that collagen is essential for life. And in a way, there can't be life without collagen. And then what happens is the body produces collagen. But with age, the production slows down. Then, of course, there is also destruction of collagen that happens, and there's wear and tear of collagen that happens. In fact, from birth, there's almost 1% drop in collagen. By the time you reach 25, 30 years, the breakdown increases to 2.5%. And by the age of 50, say, following menopause, almost 50% of the collagen is dropped.
Gone.
So then the only sensible option we realized from books is to replace the lost collagen. So just like, if I have to draw an analogy to the bones, I mean, when your calcium gets, lost from the bones, the best way is to replace it with calcium, right? Something like that. Collagen also works in strengthening your bones. So I think the only sensible option was to replace the lost collagen with, collagen with collagen supplements, or you can have a diet which is rich in collagen. And a combination of two does work because your demands also increase. So that was the one that prompted us to launch Glow Collagen. And then, like I said, what Glow Collagen has is Verisol, which is a registered trademark of Gelita, Germany, on which most of the clinical trials have been done.
Okay.
So that made it easy and just prompted us to launch Glow Collagen because it was scientifically proven. And that also makes it easier for the consumer to decide between one that is scientifically proven and the rest.
Right. And in terms of this, the market understanding collagen, from the time you started to now, has there been a growth in people's knowledge about collagen?
Well, yeah, I think I would probably say that Mega Lifesciences has been the forerunner, the front runner in propagating this concept of collagen and educating consumers on the value of collagen in their lives. Like we say, collagen adds years to your life and life to your years. So I think it's almost indispensable because it's an important part. And yes, the collagen market worldwide has also expanded. I think it's almost worth $27 billion worldwide. And yes, ever since we launched, I think there is a lot of interest and the market has expanded dramatically.
Yeah. And what would you say is the biggest market? Do you see it in what parts of the world that they have really taken the best use out of these kind of products that have come about, or even the whole glow collagen?
Oh, well, yes. I think the collagen market is pretty widely well established in evolved markets, in Western economies, and also in the parts of Europe, Germany, Japan, France, and the US. I think they all, big on collagen. In fact, the usage is really high because, most of them are also aging populations, right?
Yeah.
So then it becomes imperative for you to use collagen to stay healthy in a way. Because like I said, it's important part of, collagen is there from head to toe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better give it back to the body.
Yes.
And also in terms of density of skin, I think we, the South Asians, are blessed with better skin in terms that can handle more wear and tear.
Yeah.
Would you agree on that? And
Oh yeah, I think we're more plumper in a way. I think 3/4 of the skin is made of collagen.
yeah.
And so yes, I think genetically, I guess, we are a little more plumpier, I guess, and we want to keep that. The plumpness of your skin is also because of collagen. So, but you can see a bit of shrinkage that happens to your skin. Either it is because of loss of collagen or the Earth's gravity itself shrinks your skin to some
Correct.
extent. So, I think it'd be just a good way of the good way of keeping and maintaining the plumpness and the youthfulness of your skin and the radiance of it would be to supplement it yourself. Have a diet rich in collagen, of course,
Okay.
and then of course you can take the help of supplements too.
Brilliant. Getting into a break, we'll come back with our final segment on the other side. Do stick around. Welcome back to the show. Our final segment here on High Exclusive, speaking to Praveen about collagen and the usage and how much we need to bring it into our system. And if there's anybody telling you plant-based collagen, I was told there's nothing like that. So it's an interesting conversation for us to get into. Now, if you do go on TikTok and if you're scrolling, you will understand the amount of products that are thrown onto you. Oh, get this, it'll plump your skin, it'll make your bones stronger. And there's so much of information that's provided. But filtering it and getting it is something that I started off with. And he said, it's all about checking the company or where it's coming from, how trustworthy it is for you to sort of go ahead with it. Now, these are things that we can follow. But in terms of filtering, I just want to know, collagen is there, we have heard about it, but in every product, there's always the high-risk people who need it and who tend to ignore it. Who would you say? I know that collagen is for everyone, but if you could highlight a few people in their professions or what they do.
Oh yeah, I think in terms of loss of collagen, like I just said, the almost 2.5% loss of collagen from the age of 25 to 30 onwards, which increases to almost 50%. In the sense, you lose almost 50% of collagen by the time you are in your 50s and post-menopause, right? Because the sex hormones like estrogen also plays a role, and it's directly proportional. So when the estrogen levels drop, so there's the collagen level. So that's sort of also increase the risk of you losing a lot of collagens. So age is surely one factor. And then what is the other factor that causes breakdown of collagen is excess exposure to sunlight, pollution, and prolonged stress can also damage your collagen levels. It can drop it to a great extent. So which leads to premature aging. So anyone who's really exposed to fair amount of sunlight or excess exposure to sunlight, pollution, and of course going through prolonged stress. So it happened during pandemic times, people went through pandemic stress. Okay, so in those cases, yes, you can expect a lot of drop in collagen levels, which is pretty noticeable. And it's not a bad idea to add more collagen into your system.
And there are people who have questioned me because we have spoken about this on the show so much. Does it contain fat? Would it make me fatter, or would it make me put on weight? And the other question that has been asked a few times is the fact that, is there any age to start?
It's always, actually aging starts from the time you're in your mother's womb. So
that was painful.
You don't do reverse, it actually goes up. But yes, you can slow down the process of aging. and collagen can play a role in it. And
Ideal
the
age
earlier you
would-
start, probably in your let's say 30, 35 years, a good time to
Right.
start off on collagen. And then, like I just said, there are other risk factors if you're exposed to a lot of sunlight, if you're maybe like an athlete standing in the sun for a long period of time, or you're going through menopause and stuff like that. Obviously, the need is much higher.
See, this is why I don't do sports. It's a risk factor for my collagen. I have to ask you about this whole myth about, oh, would it make me gain weight?
Oh, absolutely not. I think collagen is a protein, right? And it's a healthy protein. So normally you don't gain fat or you don't put on weight by taking anything healthy, right? So you use junk food and you have a sedentary lifestyle, yes, you can. There's a good chance of you putting on weight, or there is some hormonal imbalance in your system. But I don't think by taking healthy stuff, so Glow Collagen has 2.5 grams of hydrolyzed collagen peptides, and it's well-researched product. So I think it's absolutely safe and it's well proven. So actually there's zero risk of weight gain. And we also have a nice mixed fruit flavor, and there is 0 calorie in it.
Making it so much
Yeah.
more palatable as well.
Palatable.
You can actually have it on the way to the gym. Even if you have your gym shakes, you could drop it into that. There's so many options.
Oh,
you
yes,
could-
yes.
Yeah, it's just something that you can use somewhere during the day. What's the ideal time to have your collagen?
I mean, there's any time of the day is a good time. Ideally, after a meal, let's say breakfast is a good time, because then you are sure to remember. You won't forget. It's on your dining table, and just after your breakfast,
Just have one.
take a glass of collagen. It hydrates you. It also firms up your skin, improves elasticity, and gives you the youthful glow all through the day.
And it's not only for skin, right? It also helps you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's part of the entire system, from your blood vessels to your intestines, to the cornea of your eyes, the dentine of your teeth, your joints, your cartilage, your bones. So yes, it has a fantastic role all over your body.
Amazing. So that's a little recap of what Glow Collagen has done for us, and by being in the market for 10 years. If you do follow Date with Danu, we have spoken about it intensely and given a lot of pointers for us to keep in mind. Thank you, Praveen, for always being with us on the show.
Yeah, pleasure.
We need to
Let's
wrap
sing
things up.
cheers to this.
Yes. Cheers to Life. This is my collagen for the day. Excellent. We will see you again. Till then, you keep smiling. It's great.